best wrestling podcast in the world. Fact. The road-wearing, original Pete, the believing, power of positivity, keeping it Rollins, the Summit. Fact. The homicidal, the genocidal, the ECW loving, daring young creeping, Mr. No Days Off, Scott. Fact. The biscuit and gravy eating, Naomi loving, lunatic craving, the melting pot, JP, and you can bank on that. Fact. The Bailey hugging, the interrupting, the Jaeger drinking, mouth of the Carolinas, Lil Steven. Fact.
It's a new day. Yes, it is.
I miss you, Darren Young. Little Steven, Darren Young, in a evening gown match with Pat Patterson. Little Steven gets a little French-Canadian in him. If Jeff Hardy's going to face Jay Leno in a steel chairs match, people are just jealous because I got skills.
Here's my issue. Is it worse to get beat by one midget or three? Little Steven in a beer drinking contest with Naomi. I have this big issue with people. I don't want to sound like an idiot.
Just kept it Rollins. Jimmy Hart, Triple H, X-Pac against Lil Steven in a microphone on a pole match. Anything can happen. Lightweight. If you don't want it, then don't bark it.
We're three-man band. That's horrible. I don't want to make you look bad.
You're fired, sir. When you want to hear me mess up, they're in Radioland. When you want to hear me not mess up, I did not know that. Wow. Wrestling with attitude. When you want your beer, awesome.
Welcome to Wrestling with Attitude on this glorious Monday afternoon. It is glorious.
Yeah.
Yes, it is
no,
glorious.
It's not.
Oh, it's glorious. You know, what about that debut? That one, Steven, just saying. Yes. Just, I'm telling you, that debut was the weekend. That was the best thing that we saw this weekend.
Nah, I liked Nakamura's entrance better, dude.
No.
Nakamura's entrance was awesome.
It was good, but it was not glorious.
You're so... You know, I'm getting tired. I'm getting tired of rude, okay?
Oh,
You've only been
You're
here...
tired of being rude?
I get tired of it. Getting tired of rude.
You know what's just happened? Sandow's going third. He's second in line. Christian's third. Bobby Roode's first right now. I'm just saying.
Really? Really?
What?
Christian's third? I don't believe that one bit.
I do.
Mr. Candlelight, you don't believe that either. There's no way Christian is... SummerSlam was better than last year.
No, it was.
JoJo, I'll give you that. We'll get into that on this special edition of
I do want to talk about
SummerSlam
SummerSlam because you said SummerSlam edition, right?
Yeah, this is the SummerSlam edition.
What's so summer about it?
Because SummerSlam was last night, and we normally do a show later in the week. So we're doing a SummerSlam edition. We're going to talk about it. I had to listen to a horrible podcast last night, so we're going to make a great podcast.
So we're going to make a good one.
I'm not going to say who it was, Taz, but it's okay. Love you, Taz. Think you're great. Anyways, by the way, I don't know about you, but I am hungry for some KFC.
Really?
After that, I am really hungry for some KFC. And I don't know about you, but Colonel Sanders looks really well in shape. I think he's been working out for the last 107 years. So, I think he's doing pretty good.
Well, no, the reason we're doing a special show this week is because I will be gone this week after Wednesday. And I'm having the opportunity on Wednesday to interview Tommy Dreamer, who is a very great wrestler of all time.
Gosh.
No, I'm just kidding. Anyway,
Scott, I hope you hear this at some point, so we could.
You know, I got questions I'm gonna ask him.
See,
kiss.
See, thank you.
So I will share it on our show once I do it. But I get the opportunity to do this this week.
They know.
I'm not kissing butt.
They know.
My name is not Corey Graves. I swear.
I don't know. You're starting to be him right now.
Anyway, no, I hope everybody enjoyed, SummerSlam. We won't talk about it because we won't talk about on today's show. We got that. We also got NXT TakeOver. We also got some wrestling news we won't talk about. And hopefully later in the week, Steven and Mr. Scott Ely can do a show of recapping Raw and stuff.
Yeah.
He can't. He's gonna try to do one on Thursday.
Oh, I'm gonna
listen.
I
don't know how good of a show it will be, but he's gonna try.
Let me tell you something. It is going to be the most exciting show ever. Big Orange is taking the reins.
I'm going to talk about Finn, too.
Big Orange is taking the reins, and he's going to make it the greatest show. It's going to be the racist edition.
No, he said it was going to be a racist one. But no, we got a great show today. But first, we're going to do our top 5 of the week. And if anybody puts last night's match in this top 5, I'll be surprised.
Sound off, where your voice can be heard.
Sound off, let 'em know how you feel, if the anger inside is real.
All right, this week's top 5. You ready for this one?
Yeah, going off with the SummerSlam theme, we were going to do some SummerSlam stuff, but we've done so many of those, so Mr. Summit over here thought of a brilliant idea. I'm going to let you explain it to him, though.
This one is going to be top 5 Randy Orton matches of all time. And please don't put last night's debacle on there.
Thank you, JoJo.
Thank you, JoJo. But yeah, last night against Brock Lesnar could not be one of Randy Orton's
Are we calling that
matches.
a debacle? Because
That was a
I don't
debacle.
even call it a debacle.
Actually, the one before that was a debacle. The card was great until that point, I thought.
Really?
SummerSlam was great until
Okay.
then. The
No,
last
I
two
do.
matches.
It's just, again, those two matches put a bad taste in my mouth, so I can't. I don't know. Like, I'm still confused about last night because I'm like, do I say that SummerSlam was good or do I say SummerSlam was bad? Because we've always said this, have we not? If the last match or the last two matches are bad, it makes the rest of the show bad. Does it not?
Yeah.
And that's the issue. Now, do I still think the card-wise, the match was great, or the card was great, especially from last year. But I don't know. We'll get into that. But let's go into the top 5. So what we got? Top 5 Randy Orton?
Top 5 Randy Orton matches. You got,
Oh,
you
man.
got a number 5?
Yeah. As soon as my intern loads up over here. Give me a
How's your
second.
intern not loading up there, buddy?
My intern doesn't want to work today. He said it's not Thursday.
It won't be any against Christian, not one. Do you have a SummerSlam match against Christian?
Are you serious? Are you being
was
serious?
that SummerSlam?
That
wasn't
okay,
it?
never mind. Time out. You're not allowed to use the Christian one because that one was going to be. You know what? I'm going to make that.
Yeah,
That's
okay.
going to be my number 5. Him versus Christian for the one more match. One more
I thought that
match.
was over the limit one. That's the reason I said that.
Yeah, it was also Capital Punishment, and it was also SummerSlam. He had 3 one more matches.
No, there was only 2.
No, he had 3. Come on. You're supposed to be the biggest Christian fan. You're the original Peep.
I am the original.
You're the original Peep.
I'm sorry, it's been glorious.
He's all blinded by, okay, give me Bobby Roode's top matches. Oh, that's right. You can't. He's only had 1 in WWE. But you could probably give me like 5 promos he's done in WWE. What do you mean he is the only one? He's the only Peep?
That's
Is that
not
what
true.
you're
I'm not the
saying?
only one. There's
I
other
think you're
ones.
the only Peep.
There's not. No, there's other ones. Actually, do you have a number 5? All right, I'll lead it off. SummerSlam 1991 or 2011. Randy Orton versus Christian is my number 5.
Wow, that was great. Never thought of that one. All right, so we're not doing a best matches. We're doing best SummerSlam matches, correct?
Best. No, we're doing best matches.
Oh, of all.
Sorry, yeah.
Okay. All right, let's go back to WrestleMania with him versus Mick Foley. I like that one.
Backlash 2004.
Was it? I thought it was at WrestleMania.
What do you mean? I put it number 5. Don't hate number 5.
Well, I thought it was at WrestleMania.
Falls Count Anywhere. Street Fight.
Yeah.
That was Backlash 2004.
Was it Backlash? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm putting that one on there.
All right. So that number 1. I definitely am not putting that one up there. Let's go with 2005 New Year's Revolution Elimination Chamber.
Okay.
He was in that match was Chris Benoit, Jericho, Triple
oh my gosh,
H,
I forgot all about that one.
Batista were all in the match.
Was that the one where Edge crashed in? No.
Yeah. No.
That was the year later.
Yep.
Okay.
But, yeah, I'm going to go with that one
Okay.
for number 4.
All right. Man, number 4.
You got number 3? Well, no,
I
got 4.
got a 4. Just give me a second here. Oh, yeah. Forgot about this one. Unforgiven 2003 versus Shawn Michaels.
Okay.
Of course. I mean, that one was good.
Do y'all have anybody Periscopic? Y'all got any top 5? Randy Orton. We're on number 3 now. Number 3 for me, SummerSlam 2004, Chris Benoit versus Randy Orton.
Okay.
Another great SummerSlam. Randy Orton has owned Survivor Series too, but he has done very well at SummerSlam over the years.
Isn't he the undefeated? No, he's not undefeated.
Survivor Series, he's undefeated.
That's the one he's undefeated.
That's
Okay.
his pay-per-view. Do you have a number 3?
Well, he wasn't. Number 3?
Against Sheamus after the Mania in New Jersey. Mr. Candlelight.
I'm going to go with 2007 No Mercy versus Triple H, Last Man Standing. So, I'm going to go with that one.
Why that one?
Why not that one? It was a better one of the series, in my opinion. The one at WrestleMania was okay, but that one was better. The Last Man Standing one. What, you didn't like that one?
No, it was fine. We're up number 2. Backlash 2007.
Backlash 2007?
It's a fatal 4-way. John Cena versus Shawn Michaels versus Edge versus Orton.
I just
Backlash
watched that
2007.
one, too, like, literally 2 days ago.
And Backlash is coming back.
Yeah.
That's the next pay-per-view.
That's going to be good. That's going to be SmackDown, correct? Yeah. So, So we're at number 2, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, give me 1 second. Intern's finally working.
Intern's working. Everybody sees you look on a computer.
Yeah, it's cool. We're just going to put that where no one can see it.
What's your number 1 or number 2?
Oof. My number... I wanted to say the one that you just said, but I can't.
You can't?
You know what? Survivor. Can I count the Survivor Series in 2003?
You can do any matches you want.
I want to count the one in 2003, Team Bischoff versus Team Austin.
Okay, 2.
That was
All right.
his. I mean, he kind of stole the show in that
I agree with you.
match. I feel like our number 1's going to be the same.
It's not going to be Christian.
No, I don't have Christian anymore.
My number 1 is going to be 2007 No Mercy, Triple H versus Randy Orton, Last Man Standing.
Really? That one?
Mysterio
Why that?
Angle. That's a good one too, SummerSlam.
Why that one?
Because this was part 1 of this. I mean, this is where they really got into it against each other. Triple H wrestled in 3 matches.
Mm-hmm.
He suffered a rib injury in the match against Umaga. But, I mean, it was Last Man Standing, and that's always a great match, especially Randy Orton.
Okay. I was going to go, you're going to have to help me out with this one, but SummerSlam, 2000, is it 4 or 3?
For
When he won the belt.
that was against the who?
When he
You
won the
remember who
belt.
you beat? Remember who you beat?
Chris Benoit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was against Benoit. That was 2002.
Was it 2 or 3?
He came up in 2. It was 3.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to put that one as number. I mean, that's when he won the belt.
Most defining moment in his career.
Yeah.
I mean, he became the youngest champion.
Still till
Of all
this
time.
day is the youngest champion
And
of
you
all
know,
time.
last night could have been a very great match, I think, but they just,
Yeah, like I think they intended to. So do you think they're going to continue this rivalry? They have to, right? Or do they not?
They don't have to. I I was expecting somebody to come out and interfere and help out him, but they didn't.
Well, yeah, they alluded to it how many freaking times. So, I mean, just, from what he said on Raw, a lot of people thought something was going to happen. But, I don't know. I mean, I think it would have been a great one. Heard Orton got suspended for 60 days.
What? When did you hear that?
Yeah. Our intern did not see that yet.
I haven't seen that one anyway.
Intern Mike has not seen that yet.
Intern Mike.
It's Intern Mike, yeah.
Intern Mike this week. No, Mike. I have not seen anything about Orton getting suspended yet.
Orton got suspended?
I'm waiting to see. Our Periscopians just informed us of that.
Yeah.
I don't see anything on here.
I see nothing but about Lesnar getting suspended over the controversy.
Lesnar's not getting suspended.
Yeah, but
it's just a rumor. I don't think.
No, Orton, but I could see them. I could see them doing it part of the storyline. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah. You mean storyline?
Yeah,
I could see that. But
I see it right here. Randy Orton suspended for 60 days on WWE.com.
What?
Says right here, dude.
Randy Orton? What did he get suspended for? Cutting himself up? Wasn't supposed to take a blade? I mean, what? Where do you see that?
I don't know. It just says we suspended Randy Orton for 60 days, effective today for his second violation on the company's policy. Talent Wellness Program.
What?
I don't know. I'm on WWE.com and it says breaking news.
I'm on WWE.com. It ain't showing nothing like that. Oh, my goodness. All I see is a big picture of Finn Balor.
Is that all you see?
Yeah, and they show Orton backstage.
And you can't look away, can you?
Well, anyway, I mean, that put a dampers on thing.
Oh, that was, yeah.
He got suspended again? Man.
Well, that does it for us here at Wrestling with Attitude.
Yeah, I don't know what else to say here. We'll have to do a top 5 suspended list. I mean, it's crazy.
We have now the Nation of Violation is up to 5 members.
Wow. All right. Well, what does that mean? What does that mean for Lesnar then? I mean, what does it mean for Orton? All right. Because Orton has been suspended. This will be a second time. But there's other failed times that he wasn't suspended. Are we done with Randy Orton?
Yeah, Wrestling Inc. is saying it's his 3rd strike.
It's at least his 3rd or 4th. That hasn't. There's been other times where it was reported but not talked about. This has been at least 3 or 4 times. I think 4.
All right, they have an update on his suspension. They said a note earlier. WWE announced Randy Orton has suspended for 60 days, effective tomorrow, for a second violation. Orton has been suspended twice by the company in 2006, of course, as we all know, in April of 2006.
Which is a shame because, like Madden just said, Madden Beast just said, Brock Lesnar gets away with it. I mean, Lesnar failed a drug test UFC, and WWE said nothing about it.
And that's what really makes me mad.
Now, what makes me mad about this is because Randy Orton has pushed other people out in the open when he should have been suspended.
And Orton also plays ball with everybody, too. Like, he accepts his suspension, he does it, he moves on. If Lesnar did it...
Big O rant. Do you want me to play the music?
No. But if Lesnar does it, it's like, oh, well, I'm thinking about going to UFC. Or I'm thinking about doing this. It's like, oh, well, we don't want you to do that. Let's give you everything you want, Lesnar. This is why, you know what? When I get home, I'm ripping up that Suplex City shirt. I am no longer a fan of Lesnar. I feel like he got him suspended. No, but I mean, you bring a valid point, is what I'm saying. You actually bring a valid point. Lesnar gets away with it. And I don't understand that. So, I mean, does anybody else think that there's any other superstars on that list right now that get away with stuff like that?
So what does this mean for Orton?
I don't know.
Does he come back? I mean, 60 days is 2 months. I mean, does he come, or is this isn't a work? I mean, it's the wellness policy. I mean, you can't work that.
WWE wouldn't have put wellness policy on there.
Right. I mean, because you come out, I mean, he could come back and you could do a Lesnar Orton at Royal Rumble.
You could go to Survivor Series.
Well, no, that would be just at 2 months.
You could have him come back, build up a storyline. You could build up a storyline right now about it.
Do you really think Lesnar wouldn't go to TNA? Lesnar wouldn't go. Even if they offer him money, I don't think he would go to TNA.
I don't even think Orton would go to TNA.
I think there's some guys in WWE would just be like, no.
Wait.
I mean, I think if Lesnar was going to go somewhere.
Why do you think he would, though, Madden?
I think if he was going to go somewhere, he would just go back UFC.
Has there been rumors about him?
Well, I mean, he already fought Hunt, but no, Madden said he would go.
Well, to set up
Lesnar and nobody wants to see Lesnar and Lashley. He can stay in WWE and fight, Finn Balor, Seth Rollins, and make just as much money as going to.
And
TNA.
Lashley could come back to WWE.
Well, I mean, probably not, but he probably would because he didn't leave on good terms. I don't think. But my point is, it doesn't matter. I could see Lesnar leaving for a while and coming back, but actually, no. If he goes away, he's done with wrestling altogether.
Who, Lesnar?
Yeah.
Lesnar ain't going away anytime soon. He's going to be back for WrestleMania, dude. He's been doing it for 3 years. He comes for SummerSlam, goes away, comes back for WrestleMania. Goes for WrestleMania, comes back for SummerSlam. He does that every week.
What?
Or for every year he's been doing that. We might see Goldberg tonight. That might be a prediction.
For Gold,
why not?
I think they will build it up. Shane McMahon's gonna do something tonight because he got F5.
He could be like, "Hey, I made a call." Oh,
somebody call his mama.
Perfect. Who is Shane McMahon's friend? Who did he go see? He went and saw this guy's movie a few months ago, and they're still close friends.
Well, I've been saying it should be Batista, but Batista might not be able to come back.
Perfect setup, though. How awesome would that be?
No, that would be. I would say that last year. I ain't the one that's been saying that for a while.
But I'm just thinking now. Boom! Shane McMahon is actually in the company again, though. He's that could be his connection back in. They could just be like, "Oh, he's a real close friend of mine." Boom.
Thanks. That was great. You heard it first here on Wrestling Attitude. Little Steven just made the match. Make it happen.
I'm just gonna have to start a fight tonight.
Yeah. All right. I'm sure you will. All right. Anyway, that was our Sound Off segment. When we get back, we'll review SummerSlam. So I want to hear from you about SummerSlam, what matches you liked, what matches you didn't. And all blue. Please don't.
Blue-tista.
All right. You're listening to Wrestling with Attitude.
Punch someone tonight. Lazy rivers run, trying to find the sea. Just the way that trouble looks for me. Make me an offer that I cannot refuse. Keep on acting up this way, you'll give the redneck boy the blues. And I can promise that won't end up